Yeah. Cracking it on a Tuesday. Let's get some of that ASMR that everybody loves so much. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Can already tell.
I've actually tried this one before. I think you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, right on. So continuation of last week, some gifted beers. I mean, and that's the beers that taste the best when they're gifted, right?
Absolutely, and I think we were calling over the weekend. We were calling them the unofficial beer sponsor of the Beer Baseball.
Hey, that's I love it. Isn't it? You know, we always talked about it. We're twist our arms. You know, we're going to refuse beer. Oh no.
Don't make me drink this great beer from out of state.
Yeah. Oh, and it's a variety. It's something I haven't had before. Oh, please twist the arm. Definitely. Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, the adventures of craft beer and baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 65 for July 27th, 2021. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on those notifications. First, some housekeeping. Thank you to Patreon super supporter Cowboy Jack Durango, who I saw in the comments, for his contribution to the Beer Baseball Blog on the power hitter level. Thank you, Cowboy. Thank you to Patreon super supporter Rachel Elnar for her contribution to the Beer Baseball Blog on the power hitter level. And thank you to Patreon supporter Scott Loss for his contribution on the cleanup hitter level. Check out his comics and merchandise at accidentalaliens.com. If you would like to support the Beer Baseball Blog and all of our efforts, go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/beerbaseball. You can also support us by buying stickers, buttons, beer coasters on our Etsy page. Search Beer Baseball on Etsy. And some special news, we're actually reopening our eBay store. So check us out. It'll actually probably be on Sunday where we're going to post some stuff. Angelo has some stuff that he's going to put on there. And we're going to put a couple other items on there. But we're going to get that going again. And here is the lineup card for today. Absent is Kevin Lyon, who is moments away from popping in here. So, but batting leadoff is the VP of Content Development here at the Beer Baseball Blog, Angelo Trinidad. Welcome.
Hey, Michael. Hey, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in weekly and religiously. So I appreciate you guys and your support. As Michael said, we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, or would we? We'd be doing this one way or another, so why not turn the cameras on and allow us into your computers, mobile devices, televisions, what have you. So Thank you guys for tuning in, and we're ready to rip and sip tonight.
That's right. We can only impress each other with our vast knowledge of nonsense. And we're going to prove it here again tonight. There's a lot of stuff that, a lot of pop culture references, a lot of baseball knowledge. A lot of it's off the top of the head, but I love doing the research and learning about different things in baseball and then sharing them with our devoted audience. Wanted to, let me go to this really quickly. I'm going to go to our screen, look in the comments. Bubble Pug, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Cowboy Jack Durango, yes, he's here and saying hello to everybody. Greeting. He's our, I will say he's our official Beer Baseball Blog ambassador. He's much like when you go to Walmart and someone greets you. Cowboy Jack Durango is there for you. Love it. Yeah, and everybody's getting along swimmingly in the chat. Love it. Yes, unfortunately, our Phoenix Suns went down to Bubble Pug, and the Milwaukee Bucks. Wow, that was a tough series. I mean, it was definitely a good one. But again, I told you the Suns can't win 3 games in a series. Until they won 3 games, you weren't even gonna get a heartbeat out of me. But it definitely did hurt. But congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. David, thank you so much for joining.
Yes, sir.
Chad M. Yes, what's up with you? David again. Oh, yes. Cowboy Jack Rank. Yeah, well, you know what? It's funny. I have a closet over here that has all my ring jackets. Actually, what I wanted to do with all my like ring jackets and my masks and stuff like that is I actually wanted to make my own relic cards with it. Print them out and then put the relics in there. That would be pretty cool, and then autograph them and stuff like that. I'm sure that the revenue would be into the teens on that one, but it would be pretty cool, right?
That'd be awesome.
Yes. Fear the deer. Yeah. Well, I didn't fear them too much until they beat us. So yeah, I guess I am in full fear mode. But again, congratulations. Yes. Hey, it's a paycheck, dude. It's a paycheck. While we wait for Kevin Lyon to come in, I wanted to make mention of something that hasn't been brought up, and I should say it hasn't been brought up enough. But before we do that, I'm actually going to let Angelo tell us what we are drinking tonight. We actually were gifted, like we said before, we were gifted beer. So you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So tonight, all three of us are going to be drinking the New Mexican Lager from Tractor Brewing Company, based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. These beers were kindly gifted to us from the unofficial official beer sponsors of the Beer Baseball blog, Mark and Caitlin DeRegla. So we appreciate you guys and keeping our thirst quenched. This is the first time I'm seeing their web address, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But the New Mexican Lager is 5.3 ABV with no IBU listed. There's really not a whole bunch of information on it on Untapped, but as you can see, it's from the color, it's a little bit darker for a traditional lager. So a little bit more on the amber side, right?
Yep.
But definitely tastes like a lager. And I was telling everyone on the show earlier that this isn't the first time I've had it. I actually tried this when I went to go visit Mark and Caitlin, and it paired very nicely with some Korean barbecue wings.
Ooh.
So cheers.
Yeah, definitely that. And thank you so much. Our beer benefactors are always. I would say they get preferential treatment from us. I mean, we love them. So right, so we're gonna gush all over them. But thank you so much. We definitely will definitely recompensate you any way we can. If that's in craft beer, if that's in love, if that's in adulation. And we can give you back some knowledge, baseball knowledge, right? This beer reminds me a lot of the Arizona beers. There's a place called Four Peaks, which is now owned by Budweiser, but it was actually a craft brewery at one time. But there's a lot of craft breweries in Arizona that have like this taste. It is a bit of a Southwest lager type of taste, but it's really tasty and it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's free, good. So it's even better tasting.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Super good. Yeah. Yes, we'll take. Okay, perfect. Hugs, virtual hugs. Thank you so much. Chris Cadillac joining us tonight. Right. Yeah, thank you so much.
I saw Caddy on Friday night. Actually, it was great.
Oh, right on.
Caddy, it was great to see you and Ian. Can't believe how big Ian's gotten, but it was great to see Caddy. Wish we had more time to chat it up a little bit, but it was great seeing you nonetheless.
Yeah, and if you checked out our YouTube channel, we did Stadium Pack Wars. We did it at Lone Mart Field, home of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. And then we have another one coming up from Dodger Stadium. When did you guys do that?
Yeah, so we celebrated the birthday of Big Teach 45 on Saturday at Dodger Stadium, and we filmed Baseball Card Pack War Stadium Series at Dodger Stadium, which I was very excited about and couldn't have been more pleased with how at least the initial footage has turned out. So I'm really excited to hope to be able to share that with you guys soon. in the largest edition of Pack Wars ever. 8 total participants in Pack Wars. So it was a great video with a great view. I really loved the view of and the perspective of the video we shot at the Quakes Field with the action behind us. So that was really fun. So I'm excited for everyone to see the Dodger Stadium, and these will keep coming. I mean, it's super fun to be able to do this at stadiums and at ballparks, and we'll be kind of branching out and creating some additional content around the stadium series, branching out outside of just baseball. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and they're getting super popular, and people are really enjoying them, and yeah, so it's almost like a quest now to do it more. Kevin and I did them initially at in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kevin, here's the man himself. Yes.
I made it. Hello.
hello. Yeah, we did Pack Wars at in Palm Springs and stuff like that, but now it's fun to go and do it, and it's been well received. So we'll definitely keep on doing that while Kevin gets situated. Did you have your beer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right on. So you get to enjoy it as well.
And because I made sure to wear this today,
there you go.
because this is
I wish I took that to wear.
the Copa de la Región team of the Albuquerque Isotopes. And the other reason why I'm wearing this is because I went to the game where they used this 3 years ago, and then afterwards, you know where I went after that game?
Tractor.
Jail.
Tractor Brewing. There you go.
Oh.
He got fired.
I thought you went to jail. That's a different story.
That was after Tractor.
Because I tried to ride the tractor.
That was in Old Mexico, not New Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
Well, old and new. I thought it was a good idea to try to take the tractor that's parked in the parking lot. That didn't end so well for me.
Cowboy Jack Durango says, "Don't mention Four Peaks around Kevin. He'll berate you for being a corporate show." Yes, he's the enforcer.
Yeah, hey, you know what though? You'll see. I fell for it too. In an upcoming video, you see I fell for everything that's Ambev.
Yes, yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Yes, Big Teach 45, the official fourth man. He's I won't say he's a Billy Preston of the Beer Baseball Blog. That would be disrespectful.
Wow.
And
No,
I
he's.
wouldn't even,
Hey,
I
you
wouldn't
guys
even-
said
I wouldn't even-
was it Pete Best?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even necessarily say he's the unofficial fourth man, because I'm not sure if he would be our cleanup hitter either.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
whoa.
Wow.
Considering how I've heard him barely he can hit a softball. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I don't know. As the I don't know. Am I the player manager of this team?
Player coach, yeah.
I would put him in the third slot. I think I would be fifth, possibly even eighth.
Yeah, you're the Jake Taylor of the
Thank you. A great reference. Nicely done. Yeah. But I wanted to make mention of something that no one's talked about this, and I'm really surprised that it hasn't come up sooner in other circles. It's the 2021 baseball Olympic team. My girlfriend asked me, she goes, "Oh, is the U.S. in the Olympics in baseball?" I'm like, "I think so." And I was like, I looked it up. They play on Friday, July 30th. They have a Group B game at 3 a.m. against Israel. Ian Kinsler and the Team Israel.
Right. Yep.
They play actually the next day. They play against South Korea. So I started looking at the roster for the U.S. team. That's why I'm wearing my U.S. colors. Actually, that would help, right? If I put that on screen. So, so I was like, no one's really talked about the Olympic baseball team. I mean, this is, obviously a big deal. The Olympics going on. I was looking at the roster, and it's actually kind of a hodgepodge of AAA players. There's some players
Tyler Frazier. What?
Todd Frazier, exactly. He's a free agent now, but Todd Frazier is 35. So, and then who else? There's someone else on here.
There's a
Tim.
there's a pitcher that's a free agent too. I can't remember. Casimir. Yep.
Casimir, but Edwin Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Edwin Jackson. And we talked about him before because he threw that no-hitter with with all those walks, sloppy no-hitter with the most pitches in for a no-hitter. So I thought that was awesome that he's in there.
Can we cross out one of those names?
Yes, one of those names has been canceled. We were actually talking about that
one because remember when we were opening 2020
Pro debut.
Yeah.
Joe Ryan Joe Ryan was in that, and we're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, we were talking about that pre-show. It's like wah 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 wah. But yeah, like Shane Baz, Anthony Goes. He's was on the Tigers, I believe. But yeah, Edwin Jackson, Scott Casimir.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Is that Anthony Carter, the former Viking and Michigan Wolverine player?
I was gonna say the same thing. A reincarnation of Anthony Carter.
Scott Casimir? Like what?
Yeah. Yeah, so crazy. And Tim Fedorovich was in the Dodgers. He's actually is a I believe a current Albuquerque Isotope. Oh no,
well, the Isotopes is the Rockies.
That's right. No, he would be for
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. Right. But Todd Frazier being on this team is like insane. Like and he played for the Mets. He played for the Pirates last year, which was kind of actually he didn't play. I shouldn't say that. He actually never played. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. So anyway, support the Olympic team.
It's funny you mentioned that too because I was actually looking at the roster late last week because I never knew that you could bet on the Olympics.
Oh wow! How interesting.
So one of the bets I was considering placing was on USA Baseball to win the gold medal, because they're at plus 200. That
still might be the favorite, but I don't know. Was there anybody who had better odds than them?
Japan, and I can't remember the other one. There's three teams above plus 100, and a team hasn't won the gold medal that's had odds less than plus 100. So I was even aware.
Japan could have an advantage, not besides being the home country.
Right.
Because I don't know. Have a lot of their pro players.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys follow it too, but USA softball, women's softball, they went undefeated in pool play and in the medal round and lost the gold medal game to Japan today.
Oh, wow.
They did. They were borderline dominant the entire round of pool play. So you never know. You never know what can happen.
And the dominant women's soccer team also lost as well. And here's something even more. And for baseball, Cuba actually didn't make it, and that was like the first time they haven't been in it in quite a long time as well. So again, one of the favorites in baseball not available. Another fun fact: Scott Casimir is 37, which is awesome. I love to see like people get like second chances on this stuff. Also, back to Edwin Jackson really quick. Who I think that's him right there. That's incredible. He's played for a MLB record 14 teams.
Oh, that's right.
It's pretty crazy. And who's the manager of the USA team?
Mike Scioscia.
You are correct, sir.
Wow.
Yes. So I think I saw something a long time ago that he saw how fulfilled that Tommy Lasorda was after his career ended, but then he did the Olympics and he loved it and he raved about it. Mike Scioscia always appreciated that and now gets his chance to do this as well.
I wonder how many managers out there have been able to win a World Series and an Olympic. Tommy, I believe Tommy would have.
That's probably the only person I can think of.
Yeah, the other interesting, if you pay close attention to that photo, right behind Scioscia is Matt Kemp, and he was on the roster that helped them qualify for the Olympics, and he's not on the Olympic roster. So
there's a few players like that. I was surprised that the final roster didn't have a lot of the players that you would think that helped them qualify. You're exactly right on that. Yeah, they went. It seems like they went a bit younger on the roster.
Especially with those 38-year-old guys.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. Yep.
Well, and then again, 50's younger for me. You know what I mean? Anyone under, I'm sorry, 100. I say 50, I meant 100. Anyone under 100 for me.
All right, so let's get into it. This is This Day in History, a Grand Slam edition of this day in baseball history for July 27th. July 27th, 1918, after giving up hits to 4 consecutive batters in the Robins' 22-7 loss to the Cardinals in his Major League debut, Brooklyn starter Harry Heitman is pulled from the Ebbets Field contest. The 21-year-old Brooklyn right-hander will never pitch again in the big leagues, ending his career with an ERA of infinity.
Wow. Man.
How do you get pulled after like just 4 hits? Wow.
Was he starting the game too?
He started.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That is really interesting. I have no idea why that would be. I mean, he was. If he was like in his teens, I would get it, but it's like 21-year-old, so who knows? Yeah, it was very interesting.
Sorry, I wasn't at that game, believe it or not.
Well, you probably got there late. Most likely, you would have missed this.
Yeah, true. You know, those horse buggies weren't. You know, the subways weren't that efficient. And
the horse and buggy Uber.
the trolley cars. You know.
Yes. July 27th, 1919, with a hit in his 50th straight Western League contest, Wichita Jobbers outfielder Joe Wihoit, en route to a 69-game streak, surpasses Jack Ness for the longest consecutive game-hitting streak in the history of professional baseball.
Wow.
Ness's mark, established 4 years earlier, playing first base for the Oakland Oaks, will remain the Pacific Coast League record until Joe DiMaggio hits in 61 straight for the San Francisco Seals in 1933. So wait, that's incredible. So Joe DiMaggio had a 61-game hitting streak in the Pacific Coast League as well as his hitting streak. Yeah, that's something we should do the research on. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. I love that I have actually photos. There's actually photos of all these people. Like 1919, it's crazy. So fun. July 27th, 1930, Ken Ash, throwing just 1 pitch in relief of Larry Benton, is credited with a full inning of work when he induces Charlie Grimm to hit into a triple play in the Reds' 6-5 victory over the Cubs at Redland Field. The 28-year-old right-hander is removed in the bottom of the inning for a pinch hitter and will also be awarded with the win as a result of Cincinnati taking a lead for good in that inning.
Yes.
That is awesome.
When I heard the score, I'm like, please tell me you got the win as well. That's beautiful. Very good.
So awesome.
Cheers to Mr. Ash.
Yes. July 27th, 1946, in a 13-6 beating of the Browns at Sportsman's Park, Rudy York becomes the 3rd major leaguer and 2nd Red Sox player to hit 2 grand slams in the same game. The Boston first baseman joins Tony Lazzeri, playing for the 1936 Yankees, and Jim Tabor, playing for the 1939 Red Sox, in accomplishing the feat. So this is our first grand slam mention.
And I got a little nervous when you said a beating. I thought you were going to say that he was going to beat on the brat with a baseball bat.
This is a very creepy picture too.
It really is a weird picture. That's why I'm like, I'll get my Ramones out here with my. Oh my god, that's a weird photo.
It's super creepy. July 27th, 1947, Jake Jones hits a 60-foot triple in Boston's 4-3 victory over the Browns at Fenway Park.
60.
Umpire Cal Hubbard.
Wait. What?
Umpire Cal Hubbard awards the Red Sox first baseman 3 bases when St. Louis pitcher Fred Sanford Wait. Umpire Kyle Hubbard awards the Red Sox first baseman 3 bases when St. Louis pitcher Fred Sanford, fearing the grounder might roll fair, throws his glove at the ball to keep it foul.
Oh my God. Well, you know what, Michael? You know what that makes him?
What's that?
He's a big dummy.
That big dummy. Now, it's kind of funny because on the TV show Plot of Sanford and Son, Fred Sanford, played by Red Fox here, in his youth moved to South Central Los Angeles from his hometown, St. Louis.
Wow.
See, it all comes full circle.
You'll make it work somehow. Good job.
All right, so 2 light-hitting players have big days on the same day. Indian second baseman Dwayne Kuiper becomes one of only 3 modern major leaguers to hit bases-loaded triples in one game. The pair of 3 baggers helps the Tribe beat the Yankees 17-5. This is the most underwhelming baseball card possibly ever.
Like there's like 2 people in the seats. He looks like he wants to be anywhere else.
Oh my God, it's so good.
That's not the best Indians jersey.
Yeah, this is the epitome of 1978. Not to be outdone by this. July 27th, 1978, Mike Cubbage completes the cycle when he connects for a 2-run 7th inning triple in the Twins' 6-3 win over the Blue Jays at Metropolitan Stadium. The Minnesota third baseman rare event becomes possible when he is thrown out at third base trying to stretch a double into a triple in his first at bat.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So second mention of a grand slam.
Oh my goodness. I just can't get over that card. That is hey, at least there's maybe a couple more fans in that photo.
I remember having.
He looks like the Bat Boy, not the third baseman.
Exactly.
Well, it looks like after the game is over, he's gonna have to go finish someone's taxes or something.
It's so true. And I remember, I think I had like his 79 card. I remember having this card. But yeah, he did not the epitome of a baseball player at all.
He played for a few seasons. I recognize the name. You know.
Yep.
Not bad. Hey, if you make it that far, you got something. Even if you're Harry Heitman, who just pitched to 4 batters and gave up 4 hits, and he made it.
Yeah, he more resembles like a CPA.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay, so this is a fun one. So let me add this one.
Oh yeah.
We talked about that other play where he threw Castillo out at first base, but this one, you could see him. He didn't field the ball cleanly, and then he hurried his throw. And
Jeffrey Leonard, by the way.
Everybody. Yeah. And then he cuts off a perfect throw by Winfield that would have had Gantner.
Normally, Tommy does not get involved. Even when ground balls hit back through the mound, he will let them go, but he's given up 2 runs here without the benefit of a base hit. And the Yankees now lead 4-2. Bobbles the ball there. Should have held it, but didn't. Throws it away. That's an error. And as the throw came back in from Winfield, Tommy cut it off, threw it past slot for another error. I believe they might have had Gantner trying to score.
It's a great throw, too.
Yeah, it really is.
What a great throw.
John gets 2 errors, but I thought 3 errors?
They can't give him 3 errors now.
Try it again.
Well, anyway, they did give him 3. I gave him 2. Red Foley knows.
Watch him cut this ball. This was a perfect throw. Oh, man. And then he throws it badly to the plate.
Got to punish the guy.
It was not the error as Gantner came in. It was the error allowing Leonard to come all the way around and score.
Yes, so Tommy John on July 27th, 1988 becomes the first pitcher to commit 3 errors on one play when he bobbles Jeffrey Leonard's grounder and then to recover throws a ball down the right field line and then throw the relay throw into the dugout. The 45-year-old left-hander's 4th inning miscues don't stop him from getting the victory in the Yankees 16-3 rout of the Brewers in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Wow. This is what it's remembered for. He got the win and a big one too.
And if I remember right, it's actually one of his last wins because I think this is his last year playing baseball.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Yeah, and
thank you for playing that.
I figured you'd like that one a lot.
Thank you.
This is another fun one. July 27th, 1998, with a 3-run blast in the 6th inning, minor leaguer Tyrone Horne completes the first and only home run cycle in professional baseball game. The Arkansas Travelers outfielder also slugged a 2-run homer in the 1st inning, a grand slam, ding, 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 in the 2nd, and a solo shot in the 5th inning in a 13-4 victory over San Antonio.
Wait. He hit a grand slam, 3-run homer, 2-run homer, and a solo shot.
Yeah.
Only time ever in professional baseball.
A home run cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, the home run cycle. Beautiful.
That is so amazing. Yeah, and it's the only time it's ever happened in professional sports. So,
wow,
that's awesome.
All right, to add to the Grand Slam barrage, a Grand Slam of sorts here. Josh Willingham becomes the 13th major leaguer to hit 2 Grand Slams in the same game. We talked about that earlier. The 30-year-old outfielder's 5th and 6th inning bases-loaded home runs set the pace in the Nationals' 14-6 victory over Milwaukee at Miller Park. So lots of Grand Slams. It's a Grand Slam edition, so I have to definitely acknowledge that. That was on July 27th, 2009. July 27th, 2011, Irvin Santana facing only 2 hitters over the minimum. No hits the hometown Indians at Progressive Field 3-1. The Tribe's only run against the Angels right-hander is a result of a first inning wild pitch run following an error by Eric Ibar. And Eric Ibar is right in there. Yep, he looks so small in here.
I know.
He's the only one off the mound, like slightly off the mound.
That's like mini Eric Ibar.
Yeah,
they threw it. I thought it's just so funny for that picture.
Now who's the kid?
Yeah. So gonna play a video right here. By the way, I'm sure that these videos will get me dinged. I'm gonna have to edit them out later. So you, the live watcher, gets to watch all of our reactions to this. So let's go with this. I'm gonna replay this one. So it might have skipped over. You have to see like how blatant. So that was in the 19th inning of that game. So July 27th, 2011, the Pirates file a formal complaint with the commissioner's office expressing their extreme disappointment by how its 19-inning game against the Braves ended earlier that morning. The statement shares the organization's dismay over umpire Jerry Meals not seeing the tag made by Michael McHenry 3 feet in front of the plate that resulted in an Atlanta 4-3 victory at Turner Field. I remember totally watching this game because it was like 19 innings. It's like, how is this going to end? And then it ended like that. That game went like 6 hours and 39 minutes. And it started at local time at 7 p.m. at 7:11 p.m. So, but yeah, Jerry Meals, you blew it.
You blew it.
And this was actually kind of an interesting play for a lot of reasons, kind of historic in a sense. This is when replay started really getting a lot of traction. Yeah. And like making these calls right and everything, especially like you could. It's funny because he didn't even fight. Like he was like, oh, let's. The home plate umpire didn't say like, oh, let me get another angle or whatever. Nothing. Nope. He said, I called it that way. We're out of here. I'm done. I'm done with this game. I'm done. It's over.
As Clint Hurdle's about to have a heart attack, yelling at him.
And I remember at the time that this happened, that the Pirates were actually doing kind of good and kind of on a roll. And it blew their season like in July. I remember them going downhill from this point. But yeah, and Jerry Meals later admitted that this play he totally completely blew, and was kind of unapologetic about it, or apologetic about it, but at the time very unapologetic. But yeah, it was totally obvious, and it's weird. You're out there for 6 hours and 40 minutes, just for it to lose like that. That was awful.
But he's tired. Who knows? It's 1:30 in the morning. He's probably exhausted. Like, oh yeah, he's safe.
Yeah, and I see that other times, like umpires just have like brain cramps, and it's like I remember seeing this one. It was at the beginning of a Mexican League game where this guy throws a ball right down the middle, and the umpire just kind of like doesn't call anything, and then the other manager comes out. He goes, like, what did you call? And he had to confer with the other umpires, and he just had like a brain cramp. He just got caught watching. And didn't even remember what the pitch was.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the beginning of the game between it was the Angels and I want to say the Mariners. It actually was at Dodger Stadium, and this umpire turned out to be Enrico Palazzo. Like, he took a long time to figure out how to call the first pitch.
Well done. I remember him frisking a lot of the players, which was kind of weird.
No, that was a little later. But at the beginning, he just sat there, and and everyone's looking at him, and he's just like, right? And everyone goes crazy. So he's called second every pitch. All right.
Yeah. I love it. All right, so let's get into baseball card sharks. Kevin doing well, as always, in these games. 2-0. Angelo and I are on the slide, but I think this is going to be a little bit different. We definitely have the rules down. So let me do this really quickly. Let me go back to this. Yeah, so we're gonna basically spin the wheel once, and it also has, if you'll bear with me for a second, I'm gonna share the screen. All right, here we go. All right, so we have a lot on the board here. So then we have all of these on here, so what we can break all these. So there's a lot of choices here. But then if you see here, so like we'll have to this will be the pitchers, and we have to guess the ERA, the career ERA, higher or lower.
Wow! Oh
yeah. So we're gonna get a little complex on here, so it'll be fun.
Ready.
Are you ready? All right. Yes, so here,
sir.
let's spin and see what we're all getting. So I have it all set up. So here we go.
All right. 1987.
Yeah, 87.
Man, picture alive.
So we're gonna do career wins for, and it's going to be. There you go. There's the pack right there. So let me switch this out real quick to my other camera. So this should be a lot of fun. So we're going career ERA, higher or lower. So we're gonna pick out all the pitchers until we have 11. So let me switch this out. There we go. All right. So, Kevin, you're going to go first.
Yes, sir.
All right. So here we go. There were 1987. There's 17 cards in here. We're going to pick out all the pitchers. We're not going to eat the gum, much to the chagrin of everybody, I'm sure.
So it's so depressing. Let's see that gum stain. Hold on. Let's see that gum stain. Look at that gum stain on the card. Yeah.
All right. So then we want to spring fever baseball. All right.
All right. Ready.
Okay.
Higher.
So Darnell Coles, he is a position player. We got the Giants leaders. Look at this. Barry Bonds playing for Barry Bonds.
That might be his rookie. You know what?
I was going to say it. I think it is. I think it is his rookie.
It's his rookie card.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure.
So a record breaker, Jim DeShays. This is not in there. Oh, look at this. Tony Gwynn.
Nice.
There's some good cards in here. Carney Lansford.
My God, you're not getting. Hey, get your beers ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, get your beers ready for the first card. John Henry Johnson.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't even give him a hat. That sucks.
Nope. But look at that hair. It's hard to get a hat to fit on top of that head.
All right. Second, Tony Armas. Former Cardinal Ken Oberkfell.
I got to get one pitcher in this pack here.
Phil Bradley.
As mentioned in our Mariners question recently.
Dan Plesac.
Another brewer and a pitcher.
Yeah, another pitcher and a brewer. Nicely done. All right. Nice. Now a commentator for MLB Network. Dave Steeb, a very underrated.
There you go.
Yep. So that goes in number 3. Oh, look at this. Daryl Strawberry.
Right.
That's a good one. Mariners leaders. Rob Murphy. That's a pitcher,
I don't remember
believe.
that's a pitcher or not. Is that a pitcher?
Let me look. Yes, it is.
Okay. By the jacket, I figured it was. But
Yep. Ken Schramm.
Okay.
All right. Bill Allman. So we're gonna go into the next pack.
All right. I hope you got a lot of packs for this.
I do. I have way too many.
Good. Well, all right. Well, that's why this works.
Oh my God! So much this gum. Oof.
Ah.
All right. So let's get out that insert. Oh, look at this. Jack Morris.
Oh wow! We have 2
Hall of
great pitchers in
Famer.
this pack so
There you
far.
go. Lance Parrish. That goes on the other side. Gary Renicky.
Yep.
Turn back the clock. Carl Yastrzemski.
Nice.
Checklist.
Yeah.
Mark Bailey. Chet Lemon.
Right.
All right, Mike Flanagan.
Wow, there we go. Oh, that's a good one right there.
Yeah.
All right. Got a couple
The
good pitchers
Hawk,
there.
Andre Dawson.
Yeah. Oh, that's right before he went to the Cubs. That's
Yeah.
87.
Marty Barrett. Greg Gagne. All right, Dennis Powell rounds you out.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You're on your bench.
Oh
On
my
your-
gosh, is that who I think it is?
John
Yeah.
Cotton
Oh
Candelaria.
my God. All right. I love it.
Jesse Barfield
All right.
is Rich. Yes, Rich Bordy is a pitcher. So we're
That's
gonna
a
put
pitcher.
that right
Okay, I
there.
have no idea.
And Bill Kruger rounding you out.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't get Cecilia Guante.
Ah,
That's a great.
look at
That's a
that
great
pillbox hat. That's an amazing.
That's so
pillbox
good,
hat.
and I think it's that mesh one that's so awesome.
Yeah. That looks
Okay.
great.
So we're gonna start with John Henry Johnson.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna look at career ERA and
Oh,
see
ERA?
what it is.
Okay, I
No,
thought
it's wins. It's wins.
It's
It's
wins.
wins.
Oh, is it wins? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay,
It's all
so the career wins is 26.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. So as you see there, 26.
See, this
So-
one I was hoping originally of like, can I get John Candelaria to start off?
Well, that's it. So Dan Plesac looks young here.
Yes, I know, but he did.
If
pitch
you
for
want to
a
go to your
while.
bench, you can.
But it would be Bill Kruger, correct?
Um,
No,
I
I
don't
think
know
you
the,
can
fir-
go
the
to
first one was Candelaria.
Yeah.
Yeah, because although, so it'd be Candelaria against Plesac, and then it'd be okay. That's
Right.
I think I could stick. I think Plesac is lower at this point.
Okay. Dan Plesac. Nicely done. 10.
Now 10. All right, he's literally on his
Yeah, so
career.
this was his rookie card right here too.
All right.
Played in Stockton as well. Nicely done.
All right.
So 1
well,
point.
this one is pretty easy.
Okay, Dave Steve, pretty established. Does he have more
we
than
know that's
10?
higher. He
All right.
probably has a good 100-ish wins by now.
Yeah, 102. Right on. Whoop. 102.
All right.
Okay, so that's 2 points. So does Rob Murphy? Does he have more or less than 102?
Well, he has less. I mean, I'd be surprised
Okay.
if he had 100. I'm surprised if he have half of that.
Yeah, for real. Wow, 6. 6 wins.
Wow.
All right.
So that goes up to the next level. You have 3 points. Does Ken Schramm have more than 6 wins? This could actually be pretty tough.
I don't know. You know what? You remember? My gosh, he looks like a grit. He looks like he should have been in Major League with that look. He looks like he should have been on that Indians.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
looks like a younger version of the manager with that same stash.
He sure does.
That alone tells me he's had to win at least 8 games. Let me go higher.
Okay, so going with higher, and it is, oh my gosh, he has 45 wins.
See, that mustache has had to give him at least 10.
Look
Wow,
at that.
he
Look at the fun fact. He's also employed as the assistant general manager of the Double-A El Paso Diablo
That's
during
what?
the season.
That's awesome.
He went 14-7, and he's the assistant. Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? These guys weren't making $1 million back in the day. You know what I mean?
Obviously. Okay, so the number is 45. Nicely done. So that's 3. That's 5. Well, Jack Morris, does he have more than 45 wins?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's probably around Dave Steve level. He's probably around 100-ish.
Okay.
Although
So
he also looks he looked. Oh no, I thought he looked a little clean shaven compared to normal, but
45 is the
higher.
number to beat. 144.
Wow, he had that many already.
Yep,
Okay.
144. Okay. So
This is a tough one.
This
was
is a very tough
Now, look
one.
at the board.
So Mike Flanagan, is he
This is
higher or lower than 144? You can go to your bench as well and change the number of Jack Morris.
You know what? I mean, I would feel just as uncomfortable with John Candelaria because Candelaria could have around 130 or 140 wins because he's been seasoned veteran. But I'm thinking Flanagan doesn't have quite that many. I think Flanagan would be around 100-ish, so I'll go lower.
So lower than 144.
Yeah. Look at all those years.
136.
Woo! I saw this.
136.
Oh, my God.
Kevin is doing awesome. So
Woo,
that one goes up
was
there,
like-
136. I can't believe that you may run this again, which is absolutely insane.
Well, this is lower. Come on.
So this is lower than
136.
what do we say 136?
Yeah, that's lower. You have like 4.
3.
3. All right.
Kevin runs it again. Kevin runs. Oh, that's unbelievable. Well done, Kevin. And you got some good cards here too.
Yeah, you got that Barry Bonds.
Yeah, Barry Bonds. You got a Andre Dawson. You got a Tony Gwynn. All right, Angelo, you're up.
Come on, Angelo.
Okay.
And I'm reading. Jack did pretty well. I saw him following along in the chat here. Good job, Jack.
All right, here we go. So let me get rid
Let's
of
get
this
some
guy.
pitchers, not some belly itchers. Come on.
That's right. Okay, let's get rid of that. All right, starting out with
We're going
a
into this. Oh, we saw him with a pitcher right away. There you go.
Alejandro Pena. Is this yes, a pitcher? Vern Rule,
Oh my gosh, yeah, I remember Vern Rule. Yep.
Ooh, Pete.
Pete Incaviglia,
Yeah.
manager of the Sugarland Skeeters. Is that what we established a long time
Yes,
ago?
sir.
Okay. Don Schultze.
Is he a pitcher?
He is a pitcher.
Okay. Ricky.
Oh, look at that!
Nice.
Ricky.
Playing for a Ricky. Pitcher Mike Moore from the Seattle Mariners. This guy. Oh, geez, these things are stuck together. Actually, bear with me for a second. Oh, here we go. All right. This guy played for the Tigers, but then he got traded to the Cardinals, and he hit a ball out of Busch Stadium. Mike Laga. Charlie Kerfeld. Oh, awesome.
I can't place it.
Charlie Kerfeld.
Heck
That's
yeah.
a good one. That's a pitcher.
Ted Power's a pitcher.
Ted Power. Ted Tower Power. Jay Howell,
Pitcher.
manager of the Fresno Grizzlies, right?
Was it him?
Was it him? I thought
No, it was like Mike Brewer is what we were talking about, right?
No, Mike Brewer was the hitting coach, I thought.
Oh, that's right. Oh, maybe you're right. It was. I thought you were thinking of Jack. I thought you were thinking of Jack Howell, the manager of the.
Oh, maybe that might be what I'm thinking of. Jerry Mumphrey, Lee Lacey is. Oh yeah. Okay, so T.R. Bryden.
Okay,
That's
I've
your
been
top
Angels
card.
fan in this period. I don't not even remember that guy.
All right, here we go.
There you go.
And your bench is Lance McCullers,
Yep.
Juan Espino, Jim Slayton. Yeah, Jim Slayton's a pitcher.
Yep. Former Angel.
All right. Oh, and Olympic head coach
Yeah.
Mike Scioscia. So I need to open up another pack and get another. So I'm going to go through
one
this.
more card.
Yeah, we just need one more card.
All right. Angelo, how are you feeling so far looking at this board? Do you know any of these guys?
I know enough to feel somewhat confident.
Okay.
Right.
Andre
I got
Thornton,
Andre Pena is going to set the good
out,
pace.
Sure.
Yeah.
This was
Roger
a tougher
Clemens,
board.
Dick Williams, and Ron Davis ends it out.
Yep.
Let me go through the other ones. Twins leaders: John Cerruti, Hall of Famer Earl Weaver,
Nice.
Jorge Orta,
Dick Hauser.
Dick Hauser, who won the in '85. Dennis Leonard, who was on that team.
Former Cy Young Award winner.
Frank Viola,
Another former Cy Young Award winner.
yeah, another great player. Scott Bankhead.
Jeez, yours is good pictures.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got
Jeez.
some good pictures in here. Joe Necro.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Man, if you could have got him in there. Pitcher Bruce Brenny,
Oh my gosh. These are all
former
the pictures
Red.
we
Rick
needed.
Aguilera,
Yeah,
Oh
another
my
gosh.
and Alvin Davis.
From Riverside. There you go.
There you go. And former Sun Devil. Okay, so we're going with wins, career wins. So we're going to start out with Alejandro Pena with 26. 26. Does Vern Rule have more or less than 26 wins?
We'll go with less.
Angelo says less. He has 67.
Oh, that's a lot of years. Oh no.
Yeah, he was a career pitcher for the Tigers.
He's definitely a
and
journeyman.
Astros, yeah. Bum, bum,
Oh,
bum,
man.
bum. But you got some good cards here, Angelo. You get to have all these cards.
It would have been an uphill battle regardless because of Kevin is running the gamut anyway.
Oh, I know. How do you
I guess
beat?
you have me go last from now on.
Yeah, for real. I actually need to get. Can you believe this? I actually need to get more wax packs. I didn't think that.
That's what I was afraid of with pictures. I'm like, oh, look at that. Oh, you have a full box.
Yeah. So 40 cents for these. 40 cents for these back in the day. All right. So
hey, you know
I am
what?
up.
That Rick Aguilera card might be worth 41 cents. All right. Actually, that might be a rookie card for him. He's a solid pitcher. I shouldn't joke.
All right.
Oh, look at that cum stain. Oh my God.
God, these are a mess. When they talk about
And you're not even talking about Gerald Perry.
when they talk about like junk wax, this is it. So
there you go.
Wade Boggs, Don Asse,
Yeah. Don Aston. Former Angel.
Dale Mahoric.
Is he a pitcher?
He has to be a pitcher, right?
Maybe. That was the guessing
Yeah,
game. Is he a pitcher?
Pitcher.
Oh, you look
Yes.
okay.
Richard Dotson, definitely a pitcher.
Definitely a pitcher. Not Richard Dawson.
Lee Mazzilli, one of your favorites, Kevin.
You have the autograph photo, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Storm
Autograph
Davis.
Oh, there you go. Good picture.
That's a
there.
good one.
I think he's a pitcher.
This is he's an outfielder. Brian,
outfielder. Okay.
Brian
Good
Dayette,
picture to me.
Scott Bradley, Gerald Perry,
You know that one.
Ricky Horton, definitely a pitcher.
Yeah.
Teddy Higuera.
Oh, my beer. I already finished my beer. I got my backup beer. Get your
There you
beers.
go. Get your beers ready. Dave Gumpert, pitcher for the Cubs.
Okay.
Joe Carter, look at that.
I kind of hate that it doesn't say the position on the front of these.
Yeah, that's true.
But for the most part, you can tell just by looking.
Great picture of Jack Clark.
That photo is ridiculous.
I like that this guy
never
isn't even
ran.
looking.
That
guy
guy
is
never runs. Come on.
Oh, another Joe Carter. What the heck?
That's weird. And another
Wow.
Jack Clark. Look. Jack
Oh
Clark.
my
I find
God.
it.
That's
funny.
insane. Wow.
Really weird.
And then Bill Swift. So
Oh, there you go,
go.
veteran. You got a
Okay.
couple vets in there. Although Teddy Higuera, that looks like a pretty young Teddy Higuera.
Yep. All right. So we have to open up another
John
one here.
Otley. That's the one. I'm like, man, that hair. I can only imagine what his hair looks like under that cap. Like, is it
All
like
right.
carrot top or is there nothing on top? It's like one or the other. You know what I mean?
So my bench is I Love LA, Randy Neiman,
Yeah. I was gonna say you got a friend in him.
Jesse
There you
Orozco.
go. Right on.
That's a good one.
And
With later manager of the Brewers, Ron Renicky, Gary Carter, and Tom Cotton Candiotti.
Oh, Tom Candiotti. Looking like he's going to go undercover for like the CD.
Dave Van Olen, Juan Bonilla. Oh my God!
I appreciate some of these cards.
John McNamara,
Oh,
who mismanaged the '86 World Series. Glenn Wilson, Hojo, Howard Johnson,
nice.
Jody Davis, Fred Tolliver,
Is that
Cecil Fielder. Wow, looking kind of
That might
svelte.
be a rookie because he's not even on the Tigers then. Wow.
John Shelby, Pat Perry, Andy Van Slyke.
Yep.
Looking kind of thin now. If you see him today, he's kind of buff. And Pete O'Brien. All right, here we go.
30 years later, I hope so. He's a little bit.
So starting out with Don Asse. So the number to beat is 61. So 61 career wins. I will say Dale Mahoric has less. I will say definitely less.
That mustache.
And he does. And he does. He has 2.
Oh, okay. So that's minor leagues. I see all these teams, and I'm like, wow.
God, man.
Gosh.
He played for a lot of teams.
A lot of minor league teams.
And finally made it, and then went 2-4 for the Rangers.
Oh,
all right, so definitely Richard Dotson has higher than 2.
Yep.
He has 83. Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
I was looking at that matchup. I'm like, oh, him versus Storm. That's being pretty tough.
That's going to be. So 83 is what to beat.
Or do you go to your bench?
Man.
This is tough. Storm is a good pitcher. But you got to base it on that time of the card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so Randy Neiman was my first card. I'm actually going to go with, I'm actually going to switch out my Richard Dotson with Randy Neiman.
That's a good call.
Which is 6.
Oh, there you go. That was a good play, Michael. Good play.
Definitely. So definitely Storm Davis will be higher, and he is with 54. I would have definitely not gotten that one right. So 3 points. So Storm Davis has 54. Ricky Horton.
I don't know.
Now I know this. This was early in his career. I think that he started 2 years before in '85. Because I remember him in the '85 World Series. So I will definitely say I'm going to say less than 54. This is kind of a risk, but I think that I'm going to be right on this one, and I am right, and it's 16.
All right, so you're still pretty young in. Yeah, because I mean, you go with Jesse Orozco, that'd be even harder, I would think.
Oh my gosh, yeah, totally. Okay, so Ricky Warren was 16. Teddy Higuera
I think this
was a really good pitcher. I think that he threw a no-hitter for the Brewers.
Yeah, but remember, he looks young here.
He does look young here.
That sounds like, ooh, this is tough.
This is going to be really tough. So I'm still going to go higher.
Okay.
Oh man, this is tough.
Let's want to go to Orozco.
Well, Roscoe, let's see. You know what? I'm actually going to, so 16. Yeah, I'm going to switch out the Ricky Horton 16 with Jesse Orozco. Jesse Orozco, 44.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
I don't know if I would have got that one.
More than that. that didn't help much, but
it did.
You have a higher number at least.
So 44. I'm actually going to go lower than 44. I'm actually going to go against
see if it's higher than 18. That's what I was curious about. I thought I was going to be close to 18.
So lower than 44. Teddy Higuera, 35.
Whoa! Very good.
Ooh. Wow.
Very good.
So 35 is what I need to beat.
Michael, what were you leaning towards on that? Were you leaning
you know what? So I was leaning towards, it was probably right around the same number, but I couldn't tell if it was close or not close.
Right.
Dave Gumpert definitely has less than 35.
Oh, definitely.
He has 3.
Oh, my gosh. You got this, Michael.
3.
You got this.
I don't know. Does Bill Swift have more or less than 3? Holy cow.
Come on, Michael. There's an easy way to win this, you know.
There is. I guess I have to go to my bench.
Might as well. You got it. That's, you know.
I'm going to switch Dave Gumpert with Tom Cotton Candiotti, who has, oh my gosh, this didn't help me actually. But he has 22. I didn't realize he was so young. Look at that.
I'm sorry. I thought he had way more wins than that. Oh God, this is harder now. I'm sorry.
So he has 22.
Ugh.
So I'm going to go lower. I'm going to go lower with Bill Swift. He has less than 22 wins.
But he had more than 3. At least I thought he did.
And he has 8.
Oh, wow. Good job.
He has 8. Okay.
Wow.
So we ran the gauntlet.
We did it.
Okay. So Kevin.
Yes, sir.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna just play high or lower.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So let me grabbing a card here. I'm gonna grab. Let's see. How can we do this? So I'm gonna grab one card.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put it down.
Are we? It's gonna be like a shootout.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay, don't you
get
look
rid
at
of
the
that.
card.
Oh, we're gonna use the Conseco.
All right.
Okay. So you let's do this. I want you to pick a card. Cubs, Gritch, Mooneyham.
I'll go Gritch.
Okay,
I'll
Bobby.
go with the Angel. Why not?
Bobby Gritch. I'm going to pick. I'll pick Tom Herr. Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. Okay.
So Jose Canseco is 620.
Oh, okay.
Your Bobby Gritch, is it higher or lower than 620?
I'll say lower. I gotta go lower. The odds are on my side.
It is
no!
higher.
Oh,
So
no.
Tommy Herr, I'm gonna go lower with Tommy Herr. Oh, and I lost 2. All right, so
Wow.
let's.
Mind you, there is what 700 cards in this.
Yeah.
Set?
So
Oh my gosh.
pick another card.
All right, Gary Lucas.
Kevin's got Gary Lucas. There's this card stuck to it, so I'm gonna take.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh my God.
I'll take Eric Davis.
Do you want to switch the Jose Canseco for another card?
We can.
Yeah, let's
keep it.
I think we should keep this card the same.
All right, then I'm gonna go lower.
Okay, Gary Lucas is. Wow. 696.
My gosh.
I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna have to go lower. 412.
Oh,
What a game. What a game.
Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Well done, everyone. That was
I almost felt like that umpire from that Pirates and Braves game. Jeez.
That was fun. That was definitely fun.
That was epic.
Man.
Okay, so let me.
Well, I call shenanigans because Michael knows that they can take it. This was obviously a work. Being that he's a friend of the Beer Baseball blog, I'm going to protest with the Beer Baseball blog offices tomorrow morning.
All right, 1 second. Just bear with me for a second. Let me get rid of this.
Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, so we have some baseball trivia coming up.
All right.
Let me present this one. So let's round this out. Hopefully that was fun. Let me know in the chat if you thought this was fun. Definitely getting to know some players.
Along the whole time. I was like, man, we gotta get.
Wow, he is. I can see it in the chat now.
Yeah.
I probably need someone to moderate the chat while we're doing this. This is a lot of fun. So that was totally cool. All right.
That was fun to mix it up.
All right, so let's do some baseball trivia to round this out. Let us know in the chat. No Googling. But yeah, let us know your baseball acumen here. So we're going to go with question number 1, which is, who is the all-time leader in pitching wins for the Expos/Nationals?
Wow.
And your choices are Dennis Martinez, Steve Rogers, Max Scherzer, or Steven Strasburg.
Wow, that's tough. I do laugh because one of the names did come on my list. I'm like, oh yeah, Expos. But yeah, Nationals.
Yeah.
Interesting list. It's an interesting list here, for sure.
So Dennis Martinez, known as El Presidente, threw a no-hitter for the Expos against
Well, and
the
ironically
Dodgers.
enough, Cowboy Jack has referred to number 2 as Captain America when he was playing on the Montreal Expos. So thanks for that, Cowboy Jack.
Yes. Steve Rogers is a kind of an underrated player for the
Absolutely,
Expos.
and that's because he played in Montreal.
That's
Pretty
right.
much, I figure.
Max Scherzer, obviously known as a career national, not a career national, but he was with the Diamondbacks and
Tigers.
and Tigers.
Yeah.
Steven Strasburg came up with the Nationals.
Yeah.
Just found out that Strasburg is having back surgery, so he's out
Oh no.
again. Yeah.
And apparently, I saw something. I believe today saying that the Nationals are willing to trade anybody except for Soto. We'll see
Wow.
what happens. We'll see what happens.
That's interesting. Trey Turner. I mean, he's on the block too.
Yeah. My initial thought was Steve Rogers, but I think I'm gonna go with Steven Strasburg because he's been on the Nationals for quite a while.
Angelo, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Strasburg as well, just because. Look at Scherzer played on other teams. Strasburg was drafted and played through the system and has only played for the Nationals. I mean, like you said, Steve Rogers was kind of a guy that was flew under the radar and underrated, primarily because he was playing for the Expos.
I just don't remember him being on the Expos being featured long enough.
Yeah.
And Dennis Martinez, I'm like, I know he had a good run there, but I don't remember him again like being on the Expos long enough where he might have the record. So it keeps taking me back to number 4. Although Scherzer, man, who knows? In 6-7 years with them, he could have pulled it off. But look at this. Angelo and I are agreeing.
No.
Yeah.
What are people saying out there in the chat? What do we got out there?
In the chat, well, obviously Cowboy Jack saying Steve, Captain America Rogers.
Yep, there you go.
Bubble Pug going with Dennis the Menace.
Right on.
Chad M going with Steven Strasburg. Any other guesses out there?
There's no love for Scherzer here. All right.
No. So, since no one else is answering, we're going to go to it.
Let's see.
It's actually Steve Rogers.
Wow. Right, here comes Jack in the chat. That thing is the god of all men or whatever.
Yeah.
Good job, Jack.
That's where we were the experts, and yeah, I don't think I would have guessed this either. I would have definitely said Dennis Martinez. Scherzer definitely probably had, but like guys like Pedro Martinez is on this list. That obviously it wasn't long enough to get that many wins, but
so what's the numbers here? What's Rogers at?
Yeah, so that's I was gonna pull it up and my thing isn't coming up. Maybe you want to look it up real quick while I'm looking it up. There you go.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Actually, that's not it. Yeah, keep looking here. Yeah, my thing is not coming up.
No.
Grr.
Trying. Grr.
I wish we had some music here.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah. I know your mind's like, come on.
I know why mine's not coming up.
Mine's totals.
Nicely done,
and
Cowboy
Jack.
Jack.
I look on the MLB page, and that's no help whatsoever.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why it's not coming up.
So I go to MLB.com and I click on wins, and literally it just says Mike Torres first without a number of wins. I'm like, what?
All right, so
You got it. Thank you.
I got one here from as of October 2020. Steve Rogers had 158.
Yep.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, he doesn't. Not even that many wins.
Right. That's one thing. I see. You would think Steven Salisbury had around that many, but
Yeah, right behind him is Steven Strasburg, which was mine and Kevin's choice at 112.
yeah.
Followed by Dennis Martinez at 100. Gio Gonzalez at 4th with 86.
So when I was looking up the season, he has 21 wins, and that's the all-time record in one season. Is Gio Gonzalez.
And Max Scherzer running at the top 5 at 84.
So think about that Scherzer and Strasburg have never gotten more than 21 wins. I think at the most gotten 20 wins in a season with them, which seems kind of crazy, you know?
Yeah. Yep. All right, so that is the first one. Good job, the Cowboy Jack.
Captain America.
Nicely done.
But you know, I blew it because that's the first thing that came in my head. I should have went with my instinct.
Yeah, I gotta go with your gut. So here's question 2 to round it out. Who is the all-time leader for stolen bases for the New York Yankees? Your 4 choices are Brett Gardner, Willie Randolph, Ricky Henderson, or Derek Jeter.
It is funny because Ricky came in my head right away because we saw the card of him as a Yankee earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember how long he was actually.
And he was like a Yankee a couple times, right?
Yeah, yeah. And there was a name that came in my head, and all of a sudden I saw the 4 names. Like, oh yeah, that guy was It's down to 2 for me. It's easily 1 or 2 on this list for me.
My initial instinct was Ricky Henderson. But I'm going to go with the captain, though.
Ooh.
I figure it's either the captain or Willie Randolph Hearst because those are both, like, career Yankees. And I'm trying to figure out, like, which one of them has sold more bases of the 2, you know? Well, he said Jeter, so I'll go Willie Randolph. What are people saying out there?
So, Cowboy Jack Durango is strutting around like Deion Sanders, former Yankee. Second place is first loser, boys. Bubble Pug going with Ricky Henderson. Chad M going with Willie Randolph. Cowboy Jack wants a trophy.
If he gets this right, is that the first time he ever got both questions right?
Potentially. So
no love for Brett Gardner, who
no,
pretty good outfielder. I just don't think he's been with the team long enough to have the record.
Yep. All right, so Kevin going with Willie Randolph, Angelo going with Derek Jeter. It's too bad Ed isn't here. He would be going with probably the correct answer, which is his favorite player, Derek Jeter.
I was hoping you were going to say Alex Rodriguez.
I think I feel like he'd be pretty close though because Derek kind of, even though Derek played 20 years in the league, he was still pretty efficient in the latter years of his career. Where Ricky Henderson, although Ricky Henderson played like almost 25 years, I think, something like that. He definitely lost his speed after some time. So.
And this is him actually setting the record for most stolen bases. He actually has, and this is pretty amazing. And I don't really consider him, in the league of like Ricky Henderson or any of those like base stealers. He leads with 358. Ricky Henderson second place with 326.
Oh my gosh.
How about this? This is a total surprise. In number 3, Brett Gardner with 271.
Yeah.
Willie Randolph, 251. Hal Chase, 248.
Oh, of course, Hal Chase. I'm sorry.
A guy that you may remember, Roy White, 233.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not too familiar with this one. Ben Chapman. 184, tied with Wid Conroy.
Thurman Munson's got to be on that list. Where's Thurman Munson? That noted catcher speedster,
There's some great names here.
Sorry. Stolen bases, not throwing out stolen bases.
Yeah. Sorry. Ben Chapman and Wid Conroy, WID Conroy, with 184. Fritz Meisel with 183. Number 10, this is actually surprising, Mickey Mantle with 153, one below One above, I should say, Alex Rodriguez with 152.
There you go.
That's amazing because I don't even think of Alex Rodriguez as a base stealer with the Yankees.
But if you're with the team long enough, like it's funny because Willie was Mickey then again he tore his knee pretty quick in his career. They thought he was going to be a speedster, but that's all I'm like. I thought he would have had more stolen bases than that, but then again, back in the 50s, when like stolen bases was such a coveted stat, more or less like Maury Wills and Lou Brock changed that.
Yeah. There's a player that's tied for 24th. That you wouldn't think of as a Yankee with 117 steals, Steve Sachs.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Sachs.
I would have never thought of him as a base stealer with the Yankees.
I don't remember him being with the Yankees that long. I thought you were going to say Stu Sachs, who used to work for Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Oh, funny.
All right, so that is the show we had for you this week. If you'd like to become a supporter of our efforts at the Beer Baseball blog, go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/Beer Baseball. Again, we are going to have our eBay store coming up this weekend.
At least we're going out the air of the show if our thing's going down. At least it is for me.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I was going to say, you look a little pixelated, so it's all good. Again, you can support us by buying stickers, buttons, beer coasters on our Etsy page. Search Beer Baseball. We're on all the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Guys, did you have anything that you wanted to promote before we head out?
Yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in for another edition of the Beer Baseball Blogcast. Had a blast with you guys as usual. Don't forget to check out Beer and Break with Angelo each and every Saturday, premiering at 9 a.m. This past Saturday, I opened some Panini Prism basketball and pulled a couple really cool cards. If you guys have missed that, this Saturday I'll actually be opening some a little bit older product, 2019 Donruss Optic, as I'll be hunting for some Fernando Tatis rookie cards. So that'll be coming up this Saturday. Don't forget to check out our Stadium Series Pack Wars video from Lone Mart Field, which was super fun. And be on the lookout for future Stadium Series Pack Wars videos here in the future.
Yeah.